Good morning, everybody. Gary here from Massage Concept Sports Therapy and Training. Doing a little tutorial here for the kettlebell Turkish get up. It's a pretty complex movement. One of my favorite movements, though, actually. Kind of incorporates everything, full body, lots of core, lots of stability, as well as mobility. So, one, if you're not very mobile, work on that a little bit first. Got to be able to go into a lunge and a half kneeling position and stuff like that. So always important. So we're starting here. You can see I'm on the ground here. Kettlebell side is going to go into a chest press, but along with that same side, my right side here, you can see the right knee is up. And then aside from that, we've got the left arm and the left leg out at an angle. So as we start to move into the movement, we're going to initially start with a chest press. And once we get to this point, even right here from the beginning, I tell people, pretend that there's a string wrapped around your wrist, and that string is going straight up into the ceiling, and you're like a puppet. Somebody's going to be pulling you straight up through the ceiling. Because one, that arm is going to be up the whole time, and two, until you reach a half kneeling position, you are going to be looking up at that kettlebell the whole time. So we've moved into the chest press. Nothing else has changed. We continue the video. I've got it in slow motion here so you guys can see. So first step, you can see we went up to the elbow on the left side, still looking up at the kettlebell. That direction, that eye contact with the kettlebell, stays pretty much the same all the way through. Up to the elbow first. Continue the video here, and then we go up to the hand. And then from there, we go into a bridge. So you can see the important thing right now is I've got everything stacked all the way down. So that's good for stability. It also good so we have a nice healthy base underneath us. And then from here, from this bridge position, I'm going to take that left leg and it's going to come back right underneath me. And this is where I say you have to have the mobility first to make sure you can do this. So we're going to draw that leg under, and you can see the angle of it. It's kind of perpendicular to my front leg. We want to keep that, so that's a nice stability base, but then it's going to swing around this way and take us from this almost bent press position into our half kneeling position. So this ankle is going to come around this way. It's going to come around, and then we're going to go up into that half kneeling position with our torso. I kind of do them at the same time. It's all preference, but then from there you step up and you're in that tall position. If I take it back just a little bit, so there we go, transfer to that half kneeling position. The leg comes around, and you can see I change my eyes and my field of view to forward to go up into that standing tall position, still with the overhead press on the right side. So now we're going to take it backwards. So reverse lunge, left leg comes down, and big important part here, once again, you can see I'm stacked all the way down. And then also from here, I start looking up at the kettlebell again. And this leg is going to windshield wiper back around. So I tend to just kick the leg out. So instead of doing the windshield wiper, I just kick the leg straight out because I have the mobility to do so. But if you don't, then take this leg, windshield wiper it, and then kick it out. But you want to maintain this vertical position. So you've got all 4 joints stacked here. You've got wrist, shoulder, shoulder, wrist, and everything's stacked right on top of each other so you're nice and stable. So like I said, I'm going to get the video back in motion here. I tend to just kick the leg out. A lot of people, so I kick the leg out. A lot of people right before that, like I said, you take this leg, you windshield wiper it, whatever you want to call it, just like it was when we came up from the bottom position. Or if you are mobile enough, you just kick that leg straight out this way. So you kick the leg straight out. And this is another thing I like to emphasize too. So many people just go down to their hip and then just go all the way down, to that supine, that laying down position. And you need to stop at each individual motion. So we stop at the hip. Let's just go a little bit. Then we stop at the elbow. Once again, trying to keep everything in line. But we stop at each different point because your core and your overall dynamic has to change as you go through each position. So there, down to the shoulder, and all the way down, and then bring that kettlebell back down to the floor. Hope this video helps you guys a little bit. Any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. This is my second video on this using a new mic because the audio was just horrible before, so hopefully this is a lot better for you guys. Any questions, comments below, feel free. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later.